This is Ebusa 110 questions. You, the chairman, you ask 7 questions. Go up there and see the statistics. See the nonsense. See, 4 hours 26 minutes. Top issues: Ghana Armed Forces issues, land looting, Galamsey fight, officers' welfare, terrorism, performance of NPP government, EC and elections. Then we have questions asked by majority. You, the majority, asked only 21 questions. Only 21 questions. You sit there and call yourself a chairman. Do you think we are cooking here? Do you think it's on festival you are sitting under? Do you think if you want to go and build a church, walk and go and build a church? The micro minority, these are the fools who shot people in 2020. These are the stupid fools who sent Ghana to IMF. These are the stupid there and entertain foolishness. You sit there, after your marking, Obusa 110 questions, 110. Nyansani bakumpum. Cut him off. Some of the questions you need to tell him, Mister, please, this is not relevant to our conversation. Didn't you see it? You people sit in parliament like Moya Sarfo. Kunipa and Kwasiafo people they are murderers. They killed during their time. Into software dia. Move free parliament on Kodi Sofo. The power I am bringing. Lose elections. You have to tell him that Mr. Deputy Speaker, Deputy Chairman, I'm sorry, this question cannot pass. I've overruled it. Joe White kwasi ampenyi where the tise bono epono. Otna kan kwasi asem. Stop him. Na kwasi we akwakoyi. We don't have time for this kind of girlish respect to women. You need time for sensitive sector. Bia John Muhammad Yahudi to ya mama you are a chairman, you are not a mate. You are not a grassroots member. You are the chairman of the committee. You have the numbers on your side. Let it show. You are too timid. You are too weak. And these fools are just moving you around. Some of the questions these fools asked did not make sense. You were supposed to write them off. You have disappointed every Ghanaian. Now, some question for 180 majority and come on, maybe atna. Some question for we. And 180 majority and this kind of majority on the vetting committee and come on this for question for come on be atna can you be mo come piemo go abontin se moa omega sa form moa come you want to please everyone. The NPP, you don't please NPP. You don't please NPP unless you are crazy. These animals, you don't please them. These are dangerous group of incarnate. These are dangerous group of from they are dangerous. Give them small space, they will destroy you people. Now Oliver Assembly see your parliament, you know. Now the NPP started saying that they have a problem. We should vet Oliver. We should bring Oliver in first before we vet Omane Boama. And then the chairman and Yafo was sitting there. I'm pleading with you. I am pleading with you. This is the defense minister designate. Do you know how important defense is to us as a nation, as John Mahama has taken over power? Do you know how critical the Minister for Defense designate? Do you know how critical it is to go through the vetting quickly? Do you know? Oliver has made his allegations. What do? He can be more important than vetting the Defense Minister of Ghana designate. What is more important than that? Then you sit there and beg these fools. All because they are saying that yes, Oliver said the thing, then that Oliver has done what Oliver a good parliamentary man say. Intiyama Oliver Mbran sana ya veti eye Omane Boama now chairman to walk catch him say please pleading with you. Are you for real? Are you sure you are chairman? Are you sure you know your position? You were supposed to tell them nothing is more important to me today, to Ghanaian today, than our defense. This gentleman has to be vetted today because he needs to get to office. That is what you do, or you don't know your job. And I do now we are on tears here because we have to bring Oliver Okakan and Kwasi Asem. Oliver's conversation took over because Kwasi Afobi said, "Our parliament has been disgraced." Yes, that is why the chairman said that tomorrow Oliver will come and speak. I was so disappointed you were sitting there pleading with them. You as a chairman, you tell your committee members, "I am sorry. I've made a pronouncement, but I believe the taxpayer is watching us. Every single minute counts. As I sit here and I speak, they are paying us. The defense minister designate's position is very sensitive, and I believe that we need to start the vetting now. That is what men say. No, we want to rise and go waste our money unnecessarily. Every foolish thing, let us go for a recess. Let us go. You are going to think with who? You have the numbers. Who are you going to think with? When you answer, when Jimmy and lose power, Jimmy lose power, and they lost miserably because of the level and depth of their foolishness. It's when you answer Jimmy for Jimmy Boom. The people said, majority. Because who cares about them? So then they started speaking.
I've served on this committee for more than 2 terms. And I must say that I'm highly affected by the accusations and the perception out there that we have been found to be taking monies from nominees before approving their nomination. And I think I must say that I'm seriously hurt by this continuous occurrence of such accusations. And as a group, the minority, I feel that in order to protest and purge ourselves of this accusation, it is very important that we call off the vetting now. Because for the simple reason that members of this committee for this particular term are not just any group of people. Most of us are the leadership of the party, of the parliament, and it is very important that we purge ourselves of that accusation.
The accusation, we need to purge ourselves. And so, Chairman say, and what can we train him about? Say, you postpone or you just don't understand these people. Morally, sometimes you ask yourselves, now you know Oliver Kasevi and Oliver Wine. Who the hell is Oliver? So we should stop everything. Why shakasok when you when you say at your age, what you would name chance a Ghana most beautiful. I bet now say you are hurt. So the taxpayer will still be paying you. Not defense minister designate, no, your money in coffee. Purge parliament. A parliament's job to purge parliament. And the chairman said, tomorrow we will get to the bottom of it. So what's the problem? Diabolic ideas. That's why I say you don't treat the NPP as a group. Am I ready to serve? These are diabolic people. Sanko for more opportunity. Now Muntia Kromfo.
We care. But I also want to ask you a question. The first allegation was directed at your side, majority side, and then the chair was robbed in. Is it the case that you don't care about your reputation? But don't forget, this is an institution. Parliament. Parliament has been impugned. We don't even have a basis to sit here. You are told you are corrupt. You've been taking money from nominees before you sit, before you approve. And then, shamelessly, you still come and sit. Oh yes, I'm speaking in context. You still come and sit.
Honorable member, please withdraw the word shamelessly and proceed.
Well,
withdraw. Please withdraw.
I said in a certain context, but if it's the case that is offensive, it's withdrawn. You have been accused. You have been discussed in the media as taking bribe. And you don't find it offensive, and you say that we should forgive. We won't get to the bottom of it. We should still come and sit here and behave as the ostrich. Nothing is happening, and we go ahead. We in the minority side will not support you to do this. We won't inflict further pains on Parliament. We have suffered.
See this silly boy. He's not even an MP yet. His seat still has some contention on it. See this silly boy. Now Pempemu pa and was sprinting at his age. See this silly boy. Silly boy. Speaks anyhow. Like they feel so entitled at his age. Now Pempemu pa. And na we shape our phone always spray fin and so talk di dem at his age. Such a silly boy. They feel so entitled. We have to listen to them. Because yeah, MPP for a minority. When these people got opportunity, see this silly boy. See him. See how he's exhibiting the highest form of silliness. See this silly boy. And he wants to prove like he's intelligent. Such a silly boy. Can I pimp him? At your age, you are pimp him up. And now this prayer found.
We care, but I also want to ask you a question. The first allegation was directed at your side. Majority side, and then the chair was robbed in. Is it the case that you don't care about your?
They can't take care of themselves. They want to take care of Ghana. These people cannot even take care of themselves. Such a silly boy. So if somebody has leveled allegations against Parliament, and Parliament has a duty to perform, we should stop everything and wait for that allegation at the end of the day to be heard before Parliament works. These are the same people who keep telling us, oh, NDC is stopping government. These are silly boys. Silly boy. In Sawam, if we wanted to go down and see the things you did, your people shooting somebody to kill that person, do you think you will be sitting in Parliament today? But even though we know your people and you yourself were involved in a crime, that somebody was shot at your constituency, which investigation is ongoing because it's an allegation, we cannot say that because of that nobody should represent in Sawam. And silliness. Such a silly boy making silly statement out of silly group. And the silliness that attached to that silliness attached to his silliness is so sillinessness. Such a silly character. Silliness, the silliness in his sillinessness, it does not even make sense. Such a silly character. Silly boy. We entertain these things. Now, I'm sure I did. And I here for the chairman of the committee. When Joe Wise was the chairman, time and MPP were on the Shadie at the committee. Yeah, when they were vetting and this MPP time, yeah.
The rules, or else I'll go past you and call other people. Mr. Chairman, I think that I have to make it clear that I am not happy with the way that I am treated on this committee. Mr. Chairman, I want it on record that I never impugned ill motives to the nominee. I simply referred to scandals and sought to find out how he left the bank, so we assure ourselves that he had no role in those scandals because a vice president was held responsible and he also left as vice president. I never impugned ill motive, I never accused him, and I would like that to be on record that I am not happy about the way you have treated me on this committee.
You're not ready to ask the question, I'll move on
to my next question.
No, I've ruled you out. I'm asking another person to.
What kind of rudeness is this?
Honorable Cabo.
What kind of rudeness is this?
Honorable Cabo.
You see, this is when they were, they were in power. Please let me plead with you. I'm here for. If you cannot do the job, walk home. I just have what I know say. Sala cap at it war ne nim se moku what in kwase na oka somebody's asking questions Joe Wise when was HMS abonsu omo mu fia so mo hye canopy we yase hwe omo ho o say HMS Joe Wise na koma nye ye the pacemaker hye ho $500,000 parliament sika na tam dem akwase ampanyi we and obeka cho so papa mobra Now Robert now say, I'm pleading with you. You are pleading with who? Did you hear Joe Wise? He cut him off. Munya to me alamu didn't kwasi asam NDC for. Na mo person who please you or hini bia. Mo person who please you or hima bia. Mo person who please Sarfo bia. Ni ase san kwasi asam de chechere mai. Sometimes you need to be crazy to get what you want. Ain't here for. Tomorrow you'll be watching you. That thing must stop. These are they are insignificant. This minority, they are insignificant. We don't need to hear from them. These should be taped. These people, their mouths should be taped for Ghanaians to listen to the NDC. Today you are sitting there pleading with them, and it's not like we have a hung parliament. We have a minority that is supposed to stay home and babysit their girlfriends' children. We have a minority who are supposed to be sitting at home and babysitting people's kids. These are twerps who don't have any relevance to our political discourse now, our governance system now. They don't play any role. So why do you give them the opportunity to misbehave sillinessly? Because Annor Dompre he was using shamelessly. And the Obikajan says silly or the Parliament acquire report or in his statement in front of Parliament, in front of his colleagues, he was telling his colleagues that they are shameless. But somebody just told this silly drunk that you are silly. Not the Mirikako Parliament. Mr. No Akwejina Parliament. That's what he was saying in Parliament today.
A lady I have never met in my life. Only later to be told she's called Victoria Mfa Hardcastle, who is the acting chief executive officer for the Petroleum Commission. Speaker, I didn't say a word to her. I didn't provoke her in any way. Suddenly, insults were being hurled at me. Silly, stupid, useless. At a point, I thought they were referring to somebody. I turned. Well, if you doubt it, listen to me. When I'm done, the video is all over social media. Speaker, I felt abused.
Please address me.
Speaker, with the greatest of respect, I felt very abused. And there and there, I felt, how can a man be killed in his own backyard? Even if there should be any crucifixion, the crucifixion should not be done in my own house.
You hear the nonsense going on in Ghana. On what now Parliament committee, you can say NDC forum to me is shameless. Somebody tells him he's a silly boy. Or the Chicago Parliament, wakoshe eye Vietnam street to be iron nice and antabe, you know, say on TSC. Somebody has spoken to him that he's silly. You see how foolish these people are. You don't engage such idiots. Yeah? Mamencho how foolish the NPP is. And why are here for? And yet NDC for na munim sibi handle power. NDC for na bumubi. You think power is easy. Do you know how you got this power? You have no idea. You people have no idea how you got this power. 99% of you MPs in Parliament, muni idea. You have no idea. When you an iota of idea how you got to Parliament. 99% of you, the NDC MPs, you don't have an idea. So do not. Mama Nyama actually say you are going to try and treat this as a normal thing. Don't. God had not given way. Kamunya power way da. It is only Allah and otine ni muchiremo. Ayo nyankopon the tin ni and things empire ni pebi o makoma to from eboma e kire nyankopon otine ni muchiremo. Kamunya power da. And so you people get the power. Now, Mumubi Mujin say it is just Yaba Parliament. You think it's easy? Have you seen a Kufuado? When you go say Uno, when maybe all. Do you think it's easy? But just at the form sana. Do not underestimate what you have today. Mumman Yankopo who say Munimunyansa. Naman Kutadu Adama Muye or Jia, you never have it again. This Annor Dompre kwasi ampenyi we. Remember the story. You remember the story? Annor Dompre ekache Mahama say he is a curse on Ghana. Kwasi awi, amfen. Annor Dompre and the original parliament so be catching so silly. He was told to apologize or say apologize. Said that. Annor Dompre kwasi ampenyi we. Na mo tete Ghana na mo just say ana mo MPP for na mo just say nyina ye Jimmy Ohun. Such a ma wuntumi ni abronya mo. Annor Dompre kache John Mahama who was an ex-president. Obra John Mahama bo Annor Dompre kwasi ampenyi ombo mu half. One ma kura wo a onje Annor Dompre kwasi awe. Annor Dompre Obra John Mahama bo na brabom. Annor Dompre mbo mu kota. Kwasi awe kache Ghana for say on the stage say John Mahama is a curse. Amanfoka said this is too strong. Apologize. Kwasi ampe na pempe metutu akọ spray na pempe say onye. Annor Dompre or say he's not going to apologize. This fool. Akwawe. People told him, I'm sorry, where is this I don't know where this audio is coming from. Yeah. People told this guy that apologize for your statement. Or say, oh yeah, for telling Ghanaians to vote for John Mahama. John Mahama will be a curse on this nation. Parliament says, Speaker, even the lady apologized after that altercation with him. Or say, apology is not enough. Or apology is not enough. The lady told you are just silly. And the lady, being a lady, came back to you and said, I'm sorry. We were all angry. Things were not done right. So we were all speaking. So I'm sorry. Kwasi ampenyi wa Parliament say the apology is not enough. Abuofunu ema onu omukwo wo so aponche ema na wanje no utu ko pa omocho. And this fool who refused to even apologize to John Mahama after saying those things today is in Parliament fooling himself. Osemeti ami muade. Make sure reason tia me di obi atem. Such a silly character. Your silliness is out of salinity. Such as a silly raccoon. You act like a silly boy and you have shown it. Who did make up Parliament? Do you people respect Parliament? Do you now respect Alban Bagman? You idiots followed Afenyo Makin to Supreme Court. Alban Bagman was sitting there. Namu refuse to opinion. Twerps. Silly characters. You are a silly boy foolishly exhibiting silliness in public to sillify your solidity. Yes. You have concretized your silliness. Now who Alban Bagman? Who did say penny wo fie? I bet we take a decision amount. I bet we make sure say the right thing is done. And I'm going to say like Supreme Court. You people, you forget yourselves easily. NDC for nobody hates NDC in Ghana. We are all brothers and sisters. We need to build, but we cannot build with foolish people. So the NPP, whatever they bring on board does not matter. They are too stupid to be part to build a nation. No, Jimmy, because at least you have more opportunity near Jimmy here. And Sarfo cannot reason with a Jimmy 4. So do not give them the room to exhibit their silliness. These are silly people, such a silly boy. Now, my man Chiremo, Adikudientia, these kind of NPP for some more, and I am one person. I'll fight against a fake news all my life. Now, on say, Akwa has some see Parliament and they were quick to run to Parliament. Adaya, Obia Didi, Watem, Obia Didi, Obia catch a Annor Dompre or a silly. Today we saw Parliament taking action against Oliver. Now, when it comes to Parliament institution, in conform nyina kasa under eye Oliver Semono, Madam Appiagyei, I'm sending this to you. Obi to say Annor Dompre, Obi to say marking the pedophile defender, and in the NPP, the Sicilian minority, the micro insignificant daft minority. Now, I want to send a message to you, and this is an exercise. Alban Bagbin is going to be petitioned because my country after the marking a year Oliver Assembly Bayano. This is what Afenyomakin said. Afenyomakin said, it's a notorious fact that Oliver Baker Vamawo is a member of the NDC fraternity. What it means is that you, that is the majority members, have done something as he claims, but we, the minority, share in that liability with you. What you say? So I'm for Afenyomakin, and there's small kind of committee want to say, Asema Oliver Kayano. Or catch the MDC for say omuno mo yakron for tie kwasia we na also a minority leader we no the mobile power ti asem na see no onu nya opportunity to speak no o se obi anim se Oliver ye NDC ni asem na o kan no o ka fa mo NDC for because mo ye wifo na emom no ye nyina parliamentarians nti en na ya be join mu say Oliver asem na o kan na nya no kore sa na o kan brofo akire o do te brofo kire o be kan kire me kwasia ampanyi we asem obi na no ka o parliament nde vetting committee no say Oliver obianim so NDC ni asem na o kan de no kra because we direct asem na mamo NDC for na emom ye ne mo parliament nti na yaka say okay de wa kan nye nti indirectly no o ka kire NDC for say momu ye wifo Oliver asem o kan no kra kwasia we. Now you see they be am ka kire NDC for say this NPP omo ye disease but when NPP NDC for be you don't understand politics. Mojin say onua na dey politics mo bobo dam mo bi mojin say odo na dey politics mo bi mo adwini bi mo bi mo adwini ye mfa nua anya politics. I've done it several times, and every day is Misaka I will use my platform and the opportunity I've gotten to defend him anytime I think he needs to be defended. I will do it, and I will not let a Ghanaian me ma Ghana ni bi enter radio so na TV so and denigrate the Speaker of Parliament. Because today, when you go on the internet and you Google Alban Bagbin, there are a lot of things that come up. Some of them are appalling. They go against his integrity. And I'm listening and I've been watching. And this particular segment goes to the NDC MPs and also people who are willing to petition the Speaker. Because we as a people, this matter needs to go to Parliament for Parliament to decide whether it is worth discussing or not. The Speaker of Parliament, he is the number 3 in this country. He needs to be protected. Every single statement we make about the Speaker, it should equally be respected like we are making a statement against about the President. So if you sit in Ghana, let's say the Speaker of Parliament who can represent the President as the President, some people deliberately decide to say, good anymore. Some people decide to say, it will be on the internet to destroy the credibility. Because I was here when a whole Washington Post journalist called me to ask me, is it true that the Speaker of Parliament of Ghana has taken $50 million bribe? Yes. All because they were doing some work and they were researching about the Speaker of Parliament, and then they wanted to invite the Speaker for some speech at Congress. And a colleague journalist who works with the Washington Post called me and I said, what is the problem? I see, we have been searching the Speaker of Parliament in Ghana. We have seen some videos about him. Is it true? Can you confirm? And I'm catching him say, what have you seen about him? Because I know he's an honorable man. He has not taken